Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. All over the world, that is. Whether it's good evening or good afternoon. Greetings to you people all over the globe. Hope you're having a nice day or enjoying the last moment of your day, wherever you are around the world, or in the middle of your day. That is, wherever you are around the world. I would like to start off with something I read in The Sun, and it reads here: Troy Deeney revealed people hoped his baby son would contract the coronavirus. Now, firstly and foremost, that is fuckery. Excuse my language, but that is fuckery. You know, what human being, what people would want that to happen to someone else's son, a 5-month-old child who's got breathing difficulties? I mean, Troy. Poor old people. Not. Just ignore them. And you're right not to react to them, because they all say, we've got you. Yeah, do the right thing, Troy. Just ignore them. They're beyond idiots, you know. If I come out and here, if I come on here stating to those idiots who said to your son, or if I spoke about how I felt about those idiots, Troy, hoping that they would want coronavirus to hit your son. I mean, Troy, I could have told those idiots right now to go suck their mum, to go suck their granny, to go suck their great granny dirty pussy. But you know what? I'm not going to say all that. I'm not going to aim it at that. But that's how I feel. I feel like saying those words, and excuse the language. But Troy, like yourself, I'm not going to entertain it. Keyboard warriors. That's what they are, keyboard warriors. And when you challenge them in person, without having to shout, swear, or insult them or their family members, they get on the defensive and aggressive because they're not intelligent. They're dumb, motherfuckers. Dumb. I can't label these uneducated idiots. And you know what? You got a mixture. You might be a mixture of uneducated idiots, and you might be a mixture of the intelligence. That's what makes it even more difficult. How intelligent one or two can be, and they can still say things like that. But 9 times out of 10, they're likely to be dumb. Dumb fucks. So don't stoop to their level, Troy. Just look at it on the bright side. You are being paid more in a day than they will get in their lifetime, yeah? Argument done. So I thought I'd come out here and put on the defence for you, Troy. As a Watford, whether you're a Watford player or non-Watford player, you're a professional footballer and a human being. And it'll be great to meet you, Troy. So remember the name, DLG REPPIN, if you're watching. And sorry, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, those of you that are fans of me, yeah? I forgot to represent myself as DLG REPPIN. Those of you that are watching for the first time. Yeah, that is disgusting. I mean, who would say such foul things? And I'm going to read on here. Watford skipper was one of the top Prem stars who voiced safety fears over Project Restart. He said, I saw some comments. And it goes on here. In regards to my son, people saying, I hope your son gets corona. That's the hard part for me. If you respond to that, people then go, we've got him. And they keep doing it. It's exactly what I've just said. My advice to Troy Deeney, if he's listening or not, my advice to Troy Deeney is, listen, Troy, you know you're better than them. From when they're saying things like that, yeah, behind a keyboard. They wonder why they're called keyboard warriors. Because and they've said that, what they've said, then for me, you're better than them. Obviously, you are better than them. Like I said, what you earn in a day is more than what they get in a year. Regardless if they're signing on or if they're in a poxy average job or proper job. It don't make them intelligent. I'm not going to talk about whether they're on benefits or not. I'm not going to aim it at them because that's not fair. They could be on benefits. They could be in a good job or an average job. It don't matter what kind of job they're in. They're the same people or the same minority of people, vile, low life or non-low life, or should I say dumb fucks that said what they said, that said what they said, aiming those vile insults towards your son. That's disgusting. Completely disgusting. I personally, Troy, will give anything to be a married parent. And the best married parent to the best of my ability. But however, if you feel what I said was vile and strong and whatnot in the defense of Troy Deeney, then yeah, please drop it in the comment below and let's have a conversation. And if you're feeding my channel, then drive the thumbs up like button and make sure, more than ever, more than drive and smash the subscription button for me, yeah? And remember, I'm on 33 subscribers and like I said, I want more than 100 before Christmas. And yesterday evening, I forgot to say at the end, subscribe to my channel in abundance. So moving on in other news. Another 4 Premier League players have been diagnosed with the coronavirus. Well, they've been tested for coronavirus. These are 4 players from 3 different Premier League clubs. Now, this is truly alarming, and it needs to be looked into in deeper depth and detail, should I say. I mean, I don't feel that it would be safe to restart the Premier League season early June. And the way things are going, not even the middle of June. When I watched Sky News yesterday and the briefing conference at 5 o'clock, it was revealed that 410 people sadly lost their lives to coronavirus. Yeah, that's an increase on 120 odd. Then a couple of days after that, 118 people died. So that went up by, let's say yesterday's stats was, let's say the day before stats was 120 something to 410. So that's gone up by nearly 300. So how can it be deemed safe for footballers to compete and play in the, how can it be deemed safe for Premier League footballers to be competitive again, whether in neutral venues or home and away stadiums? How can it be deemed safe? For me, that's an issue that the FA should look into and clearly think long and hard about this, because this is people's lives we're dealing with out here. This is people's lives. And I can understand why some footballers, not just Troy Deeney, but some footballers will be afraid to go back into training because of the fears that they may bring the coronavirus back to their families. But yet, I suppose the Premier League want the players to go back into training. And now, Project Restart, they're voted for players to come back into contact training now. Wow. We'll see how that goes. But for me, it is not a safe place in this world. If the world's not safe, neither is playing football. And definitely society is not at the safest. You just look around the shops, the economy is as low as it's been since I've been alive. But yet, they're still talking about getting football back on. And don't get me wrong, I would love to see football on normal terrestrial TV. Happy days. But when the time feels right, when the pandemic situation dies down, like extincts with a capital E, then I'm happy for football to resume. Or there's still the possibility that it could be voided for health and safety, and life reasons, and rightfully so. So, moving on in other news, former Millwall, Tottenham, and Manchester United and England international striker Teddy Sheringham reveals that Harry Kane should he should consider moving on, basically. Well, he said that he's urged Harry Kane to move on, and he stated that Harry Kane's only got one career. This is the man who stated that when he was at Tottenham, the club were not going anywhere in terms of their ambition. They were always static or going backwards. Where when he moved to Man United, he won 3 Premier League titles, including the Champions League winners' medal. So he's given an advice to Harry Kane about moving on, especially if Tottenham do not win anything within the next season. Let's say, for argument's sake, this season and end of next season. If Tottenham have not won anything, then Harry Kane's got to make a decision on his future, for me. And that could be said about Son, because him and Son are probably their 2 most important players, as well as valuable wise. So yeah, the plus side for Tottenham on their part is they will get good money for them. All good and getting good money, but how do you replace them? What is there to replace them with? And what top world-class player truly wants to play for Tottenham? When Tottenham, think of it this way. What true world-class player want to play for Tottenham knowing the club hasn't won anything in 12 years, and that could extend to another 2 or 3 years, and then you bring the replacement and he's going to make up noise about his future and tell the world that he's going to consider leaving Tottenham and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and that's the truth of the reality. That's the matter of the reality that we're living in, you know. And what Sheringham said there, he made some good points about his career. I mean, the man was known for not getting on with Andy Cole and vice versa. But take that away, you know, he had a successful football career. And fair play to him. And that's coming from an Arsenal fan, by the way. And speaking of Arsenal, moving on in other news, Kieran Tierney was back training on Tuesday, and he seemed very pleased and overwhelmed that he was back at training. And looking at the pictures I've seen, he looked like he was buzzing and gagging to get going for the rest of this season. And good on him. And it's good to see Kieran Tierney get back into training at least. You know, I mean, there's been ongoing rumours about Arsenal looking for another left back, so it could put Tierney under pressure due to his injury concerns that maybe Arteta has expressed his concerns to Tierney in person. However, I do like Tierney, and I would like to see him start week in, week out, especially while he is fit. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you've got anything to say about what I've been speaking about, then drop your comments below. Let's have a conversation, and let's keep it respectable and make sure this conversation is a balanced one. I don't want no biased fan on my channel. I want the football conversation as balanced, as unbiased as possible. Thank you. And I say thank you to all of you that have listened to this so far. I mean, listen to my own channel. And I hope you've enjoyed what's been said and in my context as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your guy, your host, DLG REPPIN. Peace, bless, and love. And I'm out. Laters.